And today it's time to round out the Studio Series 86 Constructicons with Mixmaster. As usual, we will compare him to the Combiner Wars one, though that's a very different aesthetic altogether, so it's really hard to kind of compare them anyway. And I will answer the question if this guy is actually a Voyager. A bit of a surprising answer, I think. But for now, our focus is going to be Mixmaster in the latest GotBot True review. Hey one, hey all, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, your most humble of hosts, Dennis Moulton, aka GotBot. As always, please like, comment, share, of course, subscribe, and while you are at it, light 'em up, baby. Hit the notification bell, please. Helps me out a ton. Let you know when content of all sorts goes up here on the channel. Check out Machinery of Man, The Everything Factor, all the groups that I'm either a mod or an admin for, as well as all of my social media links. All of that's in the description down below. Also in the description down below, and if you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link, check us out on Patreon, see what we have to offer to you through spring, or of course hit the join button at any given time and become a channel member. You know what, without any further ado, there's no caveats here, let's just head over to the table right away and take a closer look at this guy. And so today, courtesy of our buddy Daryl, we're continuing our look at the Studio Series 86 Constructicons. We have two left, Mixmaster and Scavenger. Actually, from this point forward, my plan is to do Mixmaster this review, Scavenger next review, and then we will look at Devastator. Again, I just want to reiterate that in this review, I will not be doing the transformation necessarily to like the limb mode or whatever. We'll save all of that for when we kind of get to the combine mode. I will show it next to my Combiner Wars Mixmaster, and he has the Perfect Effect upgraded arms on him, so we will certainly talk about that a little bit as we go. It's hard to do this comparison though because the 86 Mixmaster is a completely different type of cement mixer than the Combiner Wars. The 86 is the cement mixer we all know and love and usually see out on the streets and the roads and at construction sites, while the Combiner Wars one is a less familiar model of cement mixer. It is also real, but it is absolutely enormous and used on like gigantic mega project sites. This is the box for the 86, looks pretty good. We have Mixmaster here in both modes. We have Devastator over here, looking very Devastator-esque. Over on this side is just the continuation. By the way, all of these boxes have an Autobot logo. It's not an error or something. They're just not going back and forth between the logos. And on the back, we have our boy in both modes. He comes with a double-sided sheet of instructions. They actually work pretty darn nicely. On the top, we have the Perfect Effect blaster for Mixmaster. On the bottom, we have the official 86. The 86 is green and black and obviously looks more accurate. And here we have Mixmaster next to Mixmaster in robot mode. I mean, the Combiner Wars certainly has more color to it, though the legs do look kind of backward because of the way it is. The legs on the 86 certainly look a little more accurate. And of course, the arms on my Combiner Wars are the Perfect Effect arms, so they look a little bit different than the stock arms that are on there. Most notably, these arms give an elbow that's a little more natural. I will note now that in terms of articulation, which we will go through shortly, this guy does not have a bicep swivel. The Takara version of this same mold does have an extra kind of hinge piece in right here that allows for a more natural and deeper elbow bend. But even the Takara does not have a bicep swivel. So the 86 does, that's one big improvement. In terms of backpacks, both guys got a backpack, you know. Obviously, the Combiner Wars one I think is far more egregious. But how are you going to do Mixmaster without a backpack, quite frankly? You know, I don't see it happening. The Combiner Wars obviously going for a more toy-accurate look compared to the animation accuracy of the 86. Now, I will note that both of these guys were sold as Voyagers. One, granted, was in a multi-pack and the other was not. This guy clocked in at a whopping 228 grams of plastic for everything that went with him. He was an insane Voyager in terms of the size. Here's the part that strikes me as a big shock. This is a case where everybody, including myself, figured, hey, this guy here, being sold as a Voyager, he's not a Voyager, he's only a deluxe. Wrong. He's 153 grams. He is actually a Voyager. He has the mass, he has the parts count, and in terms of the look for the guy, starting from the bottom, working our way up, the lower legs should be green. The thighs, pelvis, upper body should all be purple. The red is correct. The kind of like black details right there, that's all correct. The green arms and hands correct. The black head and the like silver face, say, correct. This section up over, correct. The thing on his back, correct. I'm gonna give the look for the guy, honestly, I gotta give it a 10. It's a 10. It is what it is. Though looking at the animation, this blaster is actually less accurate than the Perfect Effect. My mistake. 10 is a great start, and I'm shocked that he's actually a Voyager. I have high hopes for this guy now. Let's do the articulation next. Head goes left, right. Can kind of wiggle a little bit. Just give me one moment here. I wanted to bring things in closer for us. So the head, again, starting over again, goes left, right, up, down. The arms can... The shoulders can only go out that far, which is a little bit of a bummer, but I don't think that the Combiner War shoulders go out any better. No, they don't. So I wish the shoulders could go out a little bit more. It's okay, but... no, I take it back. Actually, if you push it, you can get it. It's not the most comfortable T-pose, but it's there. So I take that back. He can full T-pose. Bicep rotation, elbow to 90 degrees. No wrist swivel or anything. Actually, the hand looks to be just all one piece. But bicep rotation, so he can go across his body, which is nice. To be fair, though, the Perfect Effect set does provide a wrist rotation and a forearm rotation. So I don't know how useful a forearm rotation is, but the wrist rotation is certainly nice. So what do you prefer, a wrist or a bicep? I would prefer a bicep. Legs go all the way out to the side, all the way forward, all the way back. Thigh swivel, knee to 90 degrees. Heel can go up and down, toe can go up and down, and foot can go in. Big, huge, chunky feet. Oh, does he have a waist? I don't think so. I don't discern a waist on this guy, and I'm pretty sure that we don't have a waist on the Combiner Wars either. No, but that's really for the ankle tilt of Devastator, right? Because you need to be able to have Devastator have an ankle tilt. 10 for the look, 8 for the articulation. I wish he had a waist. You know, I wish the head had a little more movement. I wish we had something at the wrist. I'm not angry about it. I understand why it is what it is, and I'm glad that we have mass and stuff, but we could use a little bit more for the articulation. Still, an 8 and a 10 give us a 9 going into the transformation. I would call that pretty darn good, to be honest with you. Let's do the transformation, which I haven't done in a while, so here's hoping I remember how to do it. We can open this out and pick this piece out and close this up. We can collapse up a arm and collapse up a arm. Actually, I'm going to leave them off for now till we get the like leg section done. Fold in and, oh, maybe I'm supposed to do it the other way. Fold in. Open out and open out. And then all of this. Yeah, so, okay, so what we have is we have like a double hinge knee technically. And what you're looking to do is bend this hinge back and then kind of bring the hip up, and using the other hinge, you're going to bring the leg kind of in. Though I'm sure this is supposed to fold down. Do I have this folded in first by accident? Maybe it's supposed to be this one. Maybe this isn't supposed to fold in at all. Because they definitely fold in. Maybe these heel spurs for now are supposed to stay out. I digress. Bring that in and push it all the way in. And we'll do the same on this side. Again, we bend it up, and now we're going to use the purple one here. Kind of bend the thigh in. It's a bit of a, not a chore, but you got to make sure that you get the right torque to do this, or it's not going to want to do it the right way. And mine does not want to do it right now the right way. Or Daryl's, I should say, does not want to do it right now the right way. There. There we go. And now they go in, this goes up, all this goes in tight like that. I have a bicep over on this side that just came off. Just to be a nuisance. My mistake. Now I should be able to. Give me a moment. I gotta see something right here. Just give me one moment. Pardon me, I wasn't sure if I was supposed to flip up the chest so the arms can come in or not. And when I did try to move the chest, it didn't want to move. It was just being sticky. So that's why I wanted to do it off camera. But you fold that up, then you push the arms in. My mistake. And boom, in the end, I suppose we could also take this and, because you do this for Devastator's toe anyway, but you can put it there. I mean, you can put it on the side. You can kind of put it anywhere you want. You can put it up here if you're so inclined. But in the end, boom, here we have Mixmaster in his alt mode. And honestly, the transformation's pretty good. The only thing that I forgot was to fold the chest up, which was my fault. And you got to make sure to use kind of both knee hinges. If you don't, you're going to get eaten up with this. But in the end, like, what a great looking Mixmaster. Honestly, I'm going to say the transformation is a 9. Really, I think it's a solid 9. He was already getting a 9, so I guess he's a 9, and it's only fair that I do this and show him with his Combiner Wars counterpart. These are extremely different. If you think they are facing the same orientation and this is the front of this vehicle, it's not. It's the back of this vehicle. This is the front of this big industrial vehicle. If you want to see them kind of like face to face, because there's a lot of add-on kits that go down over this to give it more of this kind of a cab. So, I mean, it's up to you, I suppose. I prefer this because it's familiar, but I have 10 years of dealing with this, so I've just sort of learned to accept it over the years, right or wrong. And here we have the Constructicons so far. And you know what? They're a great looking group so far. They're very uniform in size and stuff for the most part. I love the look of them, no doubt about it. We're one away, right? So we'll soon be able to do Devastator, but this is a great looking set of Constructicons, and it's only fair that we kind of show them with their Combiner Wars counterparts. So that looks like this. Yeesh. It's getting hard to fit everybody in here now. It's wild to think that the Combiner Wars ones were all I guess promoted as 6 Voyagers, and we have a mishmash of kind of different size classes, but they all kind of work out the same. So, you know, kind of which aesthetic is it that you prefer? But in terms of looking like a team of Constructicons, man, it's hard to argue with how good these guys look. At least try to see all 5 Constructicons with their Combiner Wars counterparts. It's hard to fit everybody in here. They're both good-looking sets of construction vehicles. And finally, our 86 team so far, as proper as we can in vehicle mode, and they look like they are ready to go and build quite the skyscraper or whatever. And we only have one left to go with Scavenger, but so far, this is a tremendous set of Constructicons. And here we are once again, and here he is. So, yes, I do like this better than the Combiner Wars one. Though the arms are still thin, they're thicker than the Combiner Wars ones. I prefer the bicep swivel. Obviously, both of them have big back kibble. The backs of the legs here should really be the front of the legs, but I'm okay with the legs being this way. I have no issue with it. I prefer this cement mixer mode, even though I understand that like the Combiner Wars one was going for something very different. I do wish that the elbow was a little more natural. It's not bad, but I wish it was just back a little bit more. I do like the look of the section over his head. I mean, the Combiner Wars is fine, but it's always just been fine. This one, much, much better. And color me shocked that it's actually a Voyager. It hits the mark with the mass. So it has the look, it has the parts, it has the transformation, it has the mass. What an excellent way to top off the individual Constructicons. And as you saw, as a full set, they're pretty fabulous. Yes, they're certainly much smaller than the Combiner Wars ones, even though both, I can't say both, the Combiner Wars were touted as 6 Voyagers. This was a mix of, you know, Voyagers and a Commander class and Deluxes and the whole thing. But yeah, this is a great Mixmaster. For now, let me know what you think about Mixmaster. I appreciate you guys coming by, giving me some of your extremely valuable time. I do know how important it is to you. If you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. Check us out on Patreon. See what we have to offer to you through spring. Or of course, hit the join button at any given time and become a channel member. While you are at it, hit the subscribe button. Stick around and have some fun with us here on the channel. And don't forget, not for a moment, not for a second, that you right there, you do make a difference in the world. And I look forward to the next time that you and I get together to have another visit, either in the live streams on Thursday nights at the stop motion premieres or the old fashioned way right here inside the videos.